Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. Amity Perry, realtor, consultant for New South Living, drops by the show today to discuss attainable housing and the Low Country Tiny House Show event. Welcome to the show, Amity.
Thank you, Sandy.
So, talk a little bit about the tiny house movement and what makes it so popular.
Okay, well, the tiny house movement is a social movement amongst all age groups of people, from the millennials to the retirees. It's people becoming more economically responsible, environmentally responsible, financially responsible, just wanting to live life a little bit more and not be tied down to this huge mortgage. So.
Yeah, it's almost a freedom.
Yes.
With just not having to caretake so many things.
Yes.
With a large house.
Absolutely.
So who usually buys these tiny houses? I know you mentioned it could be an array of people, but I mean, do you see a certain segment of people that buy?
We do. We actually, we see a lot. 2 out of the 5 tiny home owners are people 50 and over.
Okay.
Retirees, people who are just wanting to, simplify life and travel and enjoy. But then we also have the millennials as well, who don't really want to commit to too much, and then also don't have the money to put down these great big, down payments. And so it kind of gives them an entry into the housing markets where they can afford it.
Right.
And, have a place of their own,
right.
Something that is their own, and then that kind of sets them up to move on to a bigger house if they
start
so choose.
Building credit.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is the size of a tiny house? I mean, I know I think about a tiny house and I go, oh my gosh, it can't be very large.
It isn't, but it's the efficiency of space that makes them so fun.
Okay.
Yeah, very creative in the use of space. So we're talking, it could be anywhere from 100 square feet to 400 square feet.
Wow.
That's the tiny house. Now they also have, you can go into a small house up to 1,000 square feet as well.
Okay. And so what's the purpose or motivation of the actual event, which is the tiny house show
yes.
That you're putting on in November, and when in November and where?
Okay, so the purpose of it is to sort of educate our officials here in Hilton Head and in Bluffton, and educate people, give them the opportunity to see what a tiny house is. I mean, they're built with, traditional home construction materials. Mm-hmm. We use the same HVACs that any company in the area could service them. I mean, we use real toilets or composting toilets or
right.
whatever. So they're all built with those same materials.
Right.
So they're built to last like a home. But so that purpose is to just kind of educate people, give them the opportunity to go in and touch and feel and see. Right. I mean, they are nice. They're really nice. And they're really creative.
I bet.
The builders have gotten really creative with their space usage.
So. Oh, I think it'll be so much fun to see. So you mentioned in November.
Yes, it is next weekend, November 4th and 5th.
Okay.
So that's Saturday from 9 to 6 and Sunday from 10 to 5.
All right.
At Shelter Cove Community Park.
Wonderful.
So yeah, it's going to be a huge event.
Yeah.
We're going to have all kinds of vendors, from product vendors. We're going to have food vendors. It's going to be kind of like a farmer's market feel. We're going to have live entertainment, live remotes from the radio stations here. And so it's going to be a big fun thing.
It'll be, and very educational. It'll be fun to see those tiny houses and really how compact they are, but everything that they include. Mm-hmm. So obviously this is a new concept for our area, and is there any zoning classifications for tiny houses on wheels?
Well, we are now getting them RVIA certified, which is the same as like an RV.
Okay.
But they're more sustainable over the long term. But yes, so, and it is still a big question because they're kind of, it's a new thing here. And
sure.
So it's just kind of, defining that and getting the, local town officials and people to understand it and accept it as, it can be an accessory dwelling unit, behind a home for, you know, we're seeing people buying them for their mothers.
Guest houses.
Yeah, you know, just to put in their, you know, give them their own space,
Right.
but then, you know, have them close to you when you know, when they may need more care.
Right.
Or for heaven forbid, those kids coming home after college without jobs.
Great to put them in the backyard.
Yeah, not in the house, but give them their own.
Hamity, thank you so much. We'll have that information on the screen and look forward to seeing you there.
Great. Thank you, Sandy.
And we'll be right back with Talk of the Town.